In the heart of London's financial district, the City of London, a building stands out. Its official address is 30 St. Mary Axe, but almost everyone knows it by its playful nickname, the Gherkin. This commercial skyscraper was completed in 2003 and opened in April 2004. It rises 180 meters, or 41 floors high, a distinctive shape against the historic and modern buildings around it. But the ground it occupies holds a dramatic history. The site was once home to the Baltic Exchange, a global marketplace, and the Chamber of Shipping. On April 10, 1992, tragedy struck. A provisional IRA bomb detonated nearby, causing extensive damage to the historic Baltic Exchange and surrounding structures. The blast ripped through the area, leaving a void, not just physically but in the fabric of the city. Initially, authorities and heritage groups hoped to restore the damaged Baltic Exchange. Trafalgar House, who bought the land in 1995, even proposed something far grander, the London Millennium Tower. This would have been a colossal 386-meter building, packed with offices, apartments, shops, and more. But the plan met significant opposition. It was deemed vastly out of scale for the city. It also raised concerns about disrupting flight paths for both London City and Heathrow airports. The towering ambition was ultimately dropped. With the Millennium Tower off the table and the Baltic Exchange determined to be beyond full restoration, the planning authorities softened their stance. They hinted that an architecturally significant building might find favor. This opened the door for alternative, more innovative designs. The focus shifted from simply replacing floor space to creating something unique, a building designed with specific needs and aesthetic impact in mind. This is where the vision of Foster and Partners came into play. They won the tender for the design in 1999. Working alongside the Arup Group for structural engineering, they developed the concept for what would become the Gherkin. Skanska was brought on board as the main contractor to bring this ambitious design to life. The design itself incorporates elements from several styles: high-tech architecture, neo-futurism, and even postmodernism. Construction began in 2001. The nickname, the Gherkin, actually surfaced as early as 1999, referring to the plan's unusual layout and appearance long before construction finished. It officially opened on April 28, 2004. The building features some clever energy-saving methods, designed to use roughly half the power of a typical tower of its size. Gaps in each floor create 6 vertical shafts running through the building, acting as a natural ventilation system. While fire breaks interrupt this flow on every 6th floor, these shafts still create a giant double glazing effect. This traps air between the inner and outer layers of glass to insulate the office spaces. This system pulls warm air out in the summer and uses passive solar heating to warm the building in the winter. The shafts also allow natural light to penetrate deeper into the building, reducing reliance on artificial lighting. Structurally, the building is engineered for strength. Its fully triangulated perimeter frame makes it rigid enough to resist wind-induced sway without needing additional reinforcements like mass dampers. Here is a striking detail. Despite its appearance as a smooth, curved glass form, there is only one piece of curved glass in the entire building, the lens-shaped cap, right at the very top. Speaking of the top, the 40th floor houses a bar offering panoramic city views for tenants and their guests. A restaurant sits just below on the 39th floor, with private dining rooms on the 38th. Getting to these upper levels required a clever solution for the lift system, as typical rooftop equipment wouldn't work with the bar plan there. The main lifts only go up to the 34th floor. From there, a separate lift pushes visitors up to the 39th, and a marble stairwell, along with a disabled access lift, leads to the bar in the dome. The Gherkin quickly became a recognizable part of the London skyline. Its distinct shape makes it visible from considerable distances. From the north, you can spot it from the M11 motorway, some 32 kilometers away. To the west, it appears in the view from the statue of George III in Windsor Great Park. It certainly makes its presence known. The building has received significant recognition for its design. It won the 2003 Empora Skyscraper Award. In October 2004, it earned the prestigious Sterling Prize for Architecture. The judges reportedly made a unanimous decision, a first for the award. A 2005 survey even named it the most admired new building in the world among large architecture firms. It has also appeared in various media, including films like Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince and Basic Instinct 2, and even featured as a spaceship in a novel. However, its life hasn't been without challenges. In April 2005, a glass panel detached and fell onto the plaza below. While the building remained open, a covered walkway was installed for safety, and engineers inspected the other 744 panels. There were also reports that the innovative open-floor ventilation system didn't operate as designed because tenants added glass partitions for increased security, interrupting the intended airflow. Beyond the architecture, the building has also seen its share of financial drama. In September 2006, it was put up for sale with a £600 million price tag. It eventually sold in February 2007 for £630 million. It became Britain's most expensive office building at the time. Swiss Re reportedly made over £300 million from the sale. However, the new owners later faced financial difficulties, citing issues with their multi-currency loan and high interest rates. The building was put back on the market in 2014 with an expected price of £550 million. It ultimately sold for £700 million to the Safra Group in November 2014. Perhaps one of the most unexpected discoveries during the building's construction connects it to a much deeper past. The skeleton of a teenage girl, estimated to be around 1600 years old and dating back to Roman London, was unearthed. To protect it during construction, it was temporarily stored at the Museum of London. In 2006, 3 years after the Gherkin was completed, she was respectfully returned and reburied on the site, her tomb marked with an inscription in both Latin and English, a silent reminder of the centuries layered beneath the modern city.